Maté talk time while we're driving over to Creswick. This is an annual thing that we do. You'll see more as this episode evolves. And of course, long roads, driving, and you have to have your Maté. Now, I have been testing. I'm going to put this down, give me a sec. I'm going to keep my eyes on the road, everyone, so just give you a heads up. I'll look at the camera occasionally. Been very fortunate that I received this as a gift from a new brand called MAKSIM Perfumer. This is pretty wild. Actually, I even showed Kevin, and he was like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. So it does use a coffee note on the opening. It's not a classic coffee, it's the Indonesian coffee. It has that very fragrant, aromatic, but not milky in any way. The other key note here is in the heart, and it's frangipani, but also incense. I've been wearing it today. Sandra did mention, actually when I first was wearing it, she's like, beautiful fragrance, and it is, it's a gorgeous fragrance. On the dry down, big fan of it. The frangipani is quite unusual, so it's a unique floral note, but it's actually a little bit animalic. It has an animalic touch to it, but a floral animalic. The incense is, the myrrh is from Somalia, and the frankincense from Oman. So really gorgeous. There's even oud in here, but I think the oud is very gentle, very gentle. Overall, it's more of a aromatic, fragrant coffee with a floral note. Gorgeous. But we're on our way to Creswick. So one thing that you try to avoid in Australia is to drive around dusk or dawn, and that's basically because these homies are around. If I turn around this way, you see the distance over there? There's thousands of them. There's been situations where you are driving and one comes across the road. Happened to me once. I think it was like close to 7 o'clock. I was already tired, 7 p.m. that is. And all of a sudden bounce, and you're like, your heart's in your mouth. All right, let's have a look at some of these kangaroos. All right, so some quick announcements. Number one is on the 3rd of June, we have the live that's happening. Actually, I'm in this area. So this area here is Creswick. It's part of the gold fields of Victoria. Sure, so you can see these guys. I'll walk backwards. The gold fields of Victoria. They're so cool when they bounce. I don't know what it is. It's just a cool, check them out. And have a look at this. I went into the store to have a look at their setup. Beautiful looking store, by the way. So we're gonna be filming from this particular store on the 3rd. We're doing a live directly from there. And so if you wanna join us, I'll put next week the hours because it's a little bit hard at the moment. I actually forgot my hard drive, so I'm doing this on the fly. The other announcement is we are doing the Maté meetup at OLIGARCH. Here's the date. So I spoke to Kevin. Mind you, he rang me. I'll do it this way. He rang me and he says, bro, do you want to tell me something? I'm like, yeah, you cool with that? And he's like, yeah, no worries. Let me know if you'd like to join me. Send me a message because I'll buy you a bombilla. I'll find out how much that costs. I think it's about maybe $15, $20. And the other announcement is, don't forget, actually no one picked me up on this other than my wife. There is no 31st of June. The France Fragrance Tour is closing on the 30th of June, and I apologize for the mistake. We've actually got 3 spaces left, so we had a few more bookings come through, which is pretty exciting. Bounce, 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 bounce. One's gonna come from the side, knock me out. Can you see them all? Heaps. So 30th of June, closing date. 3 spots left, everybody. So if you'd like to join us on the France Fragrance Tour, look forward to seeing you guys there. And now, Kangaroos. I love the way they're looking at me. Like this guy over here. It's like, bounce, 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 bounce. This guy. So this is our annual event that we do. We've been doing this for about 20 years now.
Yeah.
So the kids were this big, now they're this big, and we're watching
We've got
kids
grandkids
over there.
Almost going into a big muddy puddle.
Going into the water. We just yelled out before we started, don't go into the water. So we'll see how this all plays out. Today I'm wearing Via Cavour number 1.
I am wearing Ivory Root Zerjov.
So we're doing a double Zerjov. It was, you saw the lineup of fragrances that are there. So we do this every time. We bring 1 million perfumes, more than necessary. Normally it's really cold, but it's a beautiful day today.
Well, there's too many perfumes, not enough days. So I'm spraying 2 or 3 a day right now.
Right.
So this is good.
Actually, you started this morning.
I started this morning wearing Ether Zerjov again.
That's
Can't
right.
go wrong.
That's right. All right, so tell me about Ivory Root. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, so on first spray, I mean, I was getting also like a vanilla-y kind of note. You said marine.
Yeah.
Now it's dried down. It's a bit more, I'm picking up a bit of like incense,
Yep.
Spices.
Yep. Yep.
I want to say that there's something vanilla in there as well. There's something sort of warm.
Appealing.
Yeah. Like I think you said before, like an amber.
Yeah.
Just one of those warmer kind of notes. It's good.
Now, it's joined the club, so we don't know the notes, but I'm also picking up the spices, the vanilla, definitely the amber. For me, I got a marine note on the opening, and maybe that's just like making stuff up. But as a summer fragrance, or was more of winter? What would you say?
Winter, I'd say more of a nighttime, wintry, colder day.
I bought it for the evening. I think it's a bit, I don't wear it in this kind of heat.
Yeah.
But it's actually quite warm. It's more surprising. Anyway, I'm wearing Via Cavour number 1. As soon as I stepped out of the house, everybody's like, "Oh, who's that?
Who sprayed something?
Who's got that?" So
there we go.
One of the grandchildren did go through the water.
First victim.
And he went through it like,
he just sent it.
He's like, come on, man.
Complete spatial unawareness.
Come on, no, come on, man. I'm allowed to do this. His dad's not happy. It wasn't your son.
Yeah, I know. I'm good.
We're off the hook.
We got off scot-free. Although I can't see my kids.
So Via Cavour number 1, extraordinary. It is a little bit more sweet. You said it probably a little bit leans more feminine.
Yeah.
But I like wearing it.
Yeah, I mean, I would still wear it. It's still a nice fragrance.
Yeah.
But I do think it's a bit sweeter. I don't know if, can I smell it?
Chocolate, peach.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Funny, when the first time I experienced it, I thought there was oud, but there's no oud.
Yeah. I wasn't thinking oud, but I was thinking something florally, but...
Right.
Yeah.
It's gorgeous. It's just, it really is. It's extraordinary.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do a lineup video. Via Cavour number 1 is definitely going to be on that. But
you can kind of tell when it's a bit more complex.
And on a day like today?
Yeah.
Magic.
Yeah.
All right, so we got to have a meat pie. We're in the country towns are the best for beautiful meat pies. Hold on. We're just off the middle of the road. Now, the key is this, tomato sauce. You have to have a meat pie with sauce, otherwise it's embarrassing. And what we're looking for is thickish sort of crust on the outside for the meat gravy in the inside not to be too hot. Excuse me, I'm going to turn my back to you. Oh yeah. These guys have won awards in the past. Look at that. So, my measuring stick is always a steak and onion. Excuse me. Creswick meat pies are the bomb. And this is pure Aussie right here. Yum! We're good. And that's why we never eat on camera. It never looks pretty. This is a good meat pie. Sorry, I can't stop. You want the crust to be somewhat hard, otherwise the whole thing will just fall apart on you. See the beautiful balance? Look at that gravy. Oh mama. Yep. You grow up with this sort of stuff. It's the best. Yummy, yummy. So we've got some more perfumes, and you saw the collection. It's like a small retail outlet thing.
Not enough days and too many perfumes.
We were talking about that with Nelson. So I am wearing today, actually, do you want to start? Do you want me to start? Hi, this is Nelson.
Hi. So you know what I'm wearing today?
Actually, what did you do yesterday?
Okay, so yesterday I was wearing un pistache and...
Like a French woman.
Oh, don't...
You said it perfectly.
Oh, thank you.
All French people are going.
Wrong. I really love this one. I was drawn to it. It described it as a creamy dessert.
Yeah.
And I'm not a gourmand kind of gal, but I tried it and I actually really liked it. Like it wasn't as heady gourmand that I don't love. However, it didn't. I couldn't smell it on me yesterday. It wasn't until at night when I'm reading my book next to the fire that I could smell it, but it performed better.
How long? So you hadn't resprayed? So
No,
how
no,
long?
I hadn't resprayed. So I sprayed in the morning, 8 o'clock in the morning, and then it wasn't until 7 that night or whatever, and I'm reading my book and I'm like, oh, I actually can smell it on me or detect it on me. Yeah.
So yesterday's weather's like this. Just
It was beautiful.
normally when we come here, it is cold. We're all wearing jackets and it's freezing.
It's what we want.
And so I purposely bought some fragrances for that cooler weather. And when Maddie mentioned that she was wearing un pistache, I'm like, ooh, not a good choice for this. In my opinion, for summery, sort of weather like this.
But I have no idea what
And I didn't
fragrances.
say-
Yeah, it was more just, oh, I'm curious. I'll
Right.
try it out.
But yeah, the performance is awesome. And more importantly, for that cooler weather by the fireplace,
It is beautiful.
gorgeous, right?
It is really beautiful.
The video on this is coming out this week, actually, and I said exactly what Maddie is saying, which is it's a dry gourmand. So if you're not into your vanillas and all that sweetness, un pistache is gorgeous in that regard. All right, so I'm wearing Another World. This is by the very mad professor looking ephemeral dietic. I do like these guys.
It's not the one that I don't like, is it?
Yeah, correct. Well,
Same.
Well, it's the same house.
That's fine.
So they're unusual now. They're different. They're not your classic construction of, even though you may look at the notes and go, oh yeah, that makes sense. When you experience them, you're like, whoa, what is just happening here? So
Are you wearing it now?
I am.
You smell pleasant.
I know I smell pleasant. You make me sound like I was rolling around in the mud.
Only because I tried the oud one of this one and I
Yeah.
was like, no.
Yeah, so
No.
we were testing, so in the lineup for the rose one, what was it?
No, it was
the
oud.
oud one. Yeah. And you're like, whoa, what is that? And anyway, this one is perfect for today. It has this, so again, if you look at notes, you think, oh, it's interesting because it has like black ink and black pepper on the opening.
Whoa.
What?
It's not at all.
Yeah, correct. And then it
No,
has,
that's so beautiful.
yeah, right. And it almost has a soapy, don't you think? Like a clean skin, soapy, summertime.
It's fresh.
It's fresh. Has cedar wood in the heart and I think musks in the base. Gorgeous look today. I mean, today
Yeah,
is
beautiful.
the weather for Another World. And I've been wearing it in the summertime and on other days. This is why I knew it was going to work for today. It's actually quite deceiving because it feels a bit light, but when I start moving around, it really projects. I mentioned before when I walked in, Nelson, my son's like, whoa, awesome
wearing?
fragrance. Which one are you wearing? Because
What are you wearing?
he comes in, he's spraying like 6 fragrances a day. You know,
Yeah.
He's making
He's
the mo-
making use of
he's
line
making
up.
the most of it. All right, so today, so that was my recommendation. Sunny day like today, Another World, gorgeous for this kind of weather. Now your turn.
This is me. This is beautiful. Today, it is glorious. It's light and fresh and sweet on me.
It's good. I can smell it.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, I can smell it.
I was expecting more of a marine kind of smell
Because of
the
the
name.
Yeah. As Maddie was picking, what can I have? I said, this is the one. You got to have this one here. It's got a.
And as I'm walking out, he's like, "Oh, I can smell you." My trail was definitely
gorgeous.
nice.
Gorgeous fragrance.
No, that's beautiful.
So this is by Une Nuit Nomade. How would you say it?
I'm not going to attempt that one. You will mock me.
Anyway, I came out of the shower this morning and I stepped out of the shower, and this is, so I'm upstairs, and I'm like, ooh, Elysium. I can smell Elysium.
In another life, you were a dog sniffing. What's the greyhound?
Yeah.
Or whatever
I was
dog it
truffle
is.
hunting. I was a truffle hunter. Yeah, so I came out of the shower and I'm like, and there was nobody else because we've got 2 apartments, one for the kids here, and then one for Sandra and I. And so there was nobody in my apartment. And I'm like, Elysium. Oh, intense. I can smell that. And it turns out,
My husband was wearing it.
he came across like a little mice.
Well, when you got a lineup like that, why not use it? Anyways, he came in and he's like, I like this one. And he smells really good too.
It smells good. Perfect for today again. So all intense. Actually, Nelson was wearing it yesterday again in his lineup of 6 different fragrances. That grapefruit, you know, just intensity.
Can I spray it? Can you? I want to smell it on you because
Yeah, this is gorgeous. If you haven't, I hesitated to get this one because I have the cologne, the intense cologne. But see, it has an intense opening, don't you think?
Yeah, but still not like.
Very green, very like ultra citrus.
It's like intense, but it's not a bad intense.
No.
Yeah.
But it's pretty intense. I mean, to the point, I think for me, I'm getting like a cannabis smell. I think this is what.
I don't know what that smells like.
I don't know what it smells like either. Okay. From cannabis fragrances, I'm talking about.
Gotcha.
What are you trying to say? No, I don't. Yeah.
No, that
Anyway.
one's really nice. I see. Intense to me that's the wrong word. That is like it has presence, it's commanding,
Yeah.
but it's not intense in like a bad intense.
Yeah,
I
correct.
think that's what I.
Great longevity on this one.
Yeah, stunning.
And I know that Joshua will be wearing this for the rest of the day. Again, on a day like today, pure magic.
beautiful.
Yeah, pure magic. Bada bing, everybody. Ooh!
Turn the camera off.
All right. Camera's off. All right. Camera's off.
Turn the camera off. Stop
Camera's off.
looking at me.
Camera's off.
Nobody look at my face. Mama,
I'll be, yeah.
go 60% swing. I mean on the front swing as well.
Oh, mama. And we're done. Maté talk over. Something different this time around. We're in this area here is called we're in the Dalesford area. This is known for spas. So if you visit beautiful trails, they've got these like pumps and you can pump out water. It's mineral water around the area. Tastes unusual, but it's good for you, supposedly. This is the kind of weather that we're normally used to in this when we've come to these little breaks as a family. And so I'm wearing today Ambre Kanja, which is one of the Inuit nomads. This is gorgeous. This is for cool weather. I could smell it before. I was having a meeting with the good people from Harry and Me. So don't forget the live that's coming up. And the young lady that we're going to be working with, her name is Natalie. She's like, this is gorgeous. And she picked up the plum note. So it has a beautiful plum, spicy, vanilla, the amber. On a day like today, pure magic. But I can smell wood fire right behind us. There's a beautiful cafe and the wood fire is happening. It's gorgeous. Thanks everyone. Hope you enjoyed a different kind of style or a different style of Maté talk. We'll see you guys all on the next one.